Всем привет! Мы с вами продолжаем проходить The Elder Scrolls Adventure Redguard. В прошлой серии мы на чем вообще остановились? Вспомнить бы. Я какое-то время не играл нифига. И уже не помню, чё. Амулет. Амулет, какой-то амулет. Вот этот, по-моему, амулет. Амулет Энгасты, по-моему, называется. И чё? Надо, получается, нам... Как использовать, я забыл. Вот. Получается, вернуться в город надо. И дальше пойдем по прохождению. Чё да как. Кстати, что-то я заметил, почему у меня, когда я нажимаю W, почему-то идет он медленно, персонаж. Надо посмотреть в параметрах, почему это фигня. Так, вперед, назад, лево, посмотреть, прыжок идти. Левый shift. Сейчас. Я как-то, по-моему, вот режим ходьбы. Ну все, теперь мы сюда бежим, а то мне приходилось Shift нажимать. И вот когда я нажимаю Shift, мы теперь просто идем. Я думаю, почему раньше я просто нажимал V и нормально все было. А сейчас почему-то Shift надо зажимать для Вега. Не всегда это удобно просто. Так, ну тут вроде недалеко. Я в прошлой серии, по-моему, все это дело обрезал. Все этот поход весь. Но тут оказалось, остров не такой уж и большой, поэтому по времени это занимает, ну, не очень много. Вся эта ходьба. Ну вот, считай, мы уже и в городе. Кстати, как оказалось, я пытался к тому чуваку, к заклинателю змей, докопаться до него. И что-то не получалось. Возможно, нужно предмет какой-то использовать. Возможно, даже перо. Для этого, наверное, перо и нужно. Потому что для чего-то оно нужно. Надо сейчас тогда будет, наверное... Чё, купить что-нибудь? Так, здесь, наверное, нет, тупика нету. Наверное, купить... мы здесь не сможем подняться, блин. Хорошо. Вообще, я не знаю, наверное, к этому чубрику надо подойти. И он скажет, но я хотел посмотреть, что у нас вообще есть. Так, 155 золотом всего лишь. Ну, посмотрим, чем мы можем купить в магазе. Так, игра тормозит немного. Ну ладно.
Well?
Ну что, пора спрашивать надо бы всех, кто в списке. Нам осталось сколько? По-моему, 2 или даже 3 расспросить. Так, войти в магазин, да. Так, а чё вообще? Ну, лопаты, факела. Ну, факела можно, по-моему, найти даже. Давай. Ой, не то. Подожди. Поговорить. Я хочу поговорить с тобой. А как? Я не помню. Вот, все. Давненько не играл. Так, сделать покупки. Лопата, алоэ. Зачем алоэ? Люди как алоэ. Так, перо.
Interesting
Сколько?
feathers.
Ah, yes, from the exotic Canna bird. A favorite of mine, for they are bred on Somerset Isle, bred for their beauty, I
Всего
might add.
10
They make an
золотых.
excellent
Ну,
gift.
надо
10
взять.
gold. I'm a pretty bird. 10 gold.
Купить.
I'll take it.
You won't regret it.
Так, факел, алоэ. Что
What's
за
aloe
алоэ?
going
вообще?
for today?
Зачем
Aloe
оно?
leaves from southern Hammerfell. The best. Fresh every week. Excellent for soothing those aches
А,
and pains.
лечит
And just
раны.
15 gold per bunch.
Лечит раны. Это хорошо.
I'll take it.
The best quality, I assure you.
Алоэ. Ну, пару штук.
What's aloe going for today?
Aloe leaves from southern Hammerfell. The best. Fresh every week. Excellent for soothing
За
those aches and pains.
охапку.
And just 15 gold per bunch.
А,
I'll have to think about it.
I'm sure you'll change your mind.
так, охапка. А сколько в охапке? Подожди.
Thanks for the time, Garrett.
Ну, ты сейчас куплю до
I'm a
хрена.
pretty bird.
А, это всего лишь 3 штуки алоэ. Да блин, не меч доставай. Не собирайся его
Hello, Gary.
грабить.
Cyrus, a pleasure to see you again.
Ну тогда чё?
I'd
Алоэ
like to
еще
make a
купить.
purchase.
Splendid. What do you need?
Алоэ, да.
What's aloe going for today?
Aloe leaves from southern Hammerfell.
Получается,
The best.
сколько?
Fresh every week. Excellent for soothing those aches and pains. And just 15 gold per bunch.
30-40 золотых потратим. Сейчас.
I'll take it.
A pleasure doing business with you, Cyrus.
Так, лопата сколько
The
стоит?
shovel over there, how much?
A sturdy
30
shovel.
золотых.
Just the thing for the intrepid treasure hunter. Guaranteed not to break, scratch, or dent. A bargain at only 30 gold.
Ну давай,
I'll take it.
You won't regret it.
надеюсь. Факел, сколько
How much for a
факел?
torch?
Если недорогой, надо будет взять.
A classic
20
design.
за
Functional
штуку.
and long-lasting. For you, Cyrus, 20 each.
Ну ладно.
I'll take it.
The best quality, I assure you.
Так, ну все. Дело Лига, Пираты Лиги. Роллу, что
I'm
за
afraid I
Роллу?
may have made his acquaintance. Large, loutish, unwashed.
Rollo. Yes, a rather unlikely fellow. Even if you don't mind the smell. But he'll tote a bale for a silver penny, and I can't even hire a mule for that.
Rollo works for you then.
An exaggeration, to be honest. He's supposed to bring up my shipments from the harbor when they arrive. A simple task, you would think, but he's drunk or asleep half the time and doesn't hear the bell. Rollo! Rah! Rollo, no-no! Rah! Brain pan bono!
Так, колокол.
Bell?
My old friend Favis rings the bell to signal the arrival of a ship, so the merchants know to come down to the harbor to trade. Rollo is supposed to listen for it, but I've had such trouble with him. But you don't need to listen to an old elf complain.
Ну, нам надо починить. Вообще, по прохождению посмотрел, там получается, что нам нужно будет починить как-то колокол. Где-то найти монокль. Я не знаю, где это вообще находить. Еще пока что.
What do you know about the Restless League?
A collection of the worst scum from the sewers of Stros Mackay. Pirates who'd cut your throat as soon as look at you. I know your sister's name.
What did he say?
Ignore Orsine. Good Cyrus, he's a half-wit. What were we talking about?
The League.
Так, имперцы, пираты Лиги, делом.
How's business these days?
If it's not pirates stealing your cargo, it's imperial taxes. I get by, though. All the ships heading for the Iliac Bay pass through here, so I get first crack at all their wares. As long as I can get that lazy Rollo to bring it up from the harbor. Ah! Lazy Rollo, fat Orsine!
Пираты
That's
Лиги.
what I'm trying to find out. She's been missing for 3 months. What do you know about them?
That bloodthirsty gang of villains. If your poor sister ah, was connected with them, I'm afraid to speculate on what might have happened. Or pretty. Ah, they've been a plague on Stros Mackay for years, although the cowards haven't dared show their faces since the Imperials arrived. Ah, Late Pete Garrett knows more. Ah, knows more.
Мгм. Знает больше.
Please, if you know anything more about Azara.
Well, she came into my shop some time ago, looking for malachite. Don't stock it, of course, unusual request. But she was very insistent. Quack! Sister plenty money, right face? Izara offered me a tidy sum for the malachite, much more than it was worth. I said I could have some for her in 3 weeks, but she needed it right away. I'm afraid she may have tried the smuggler's den, dear me. Not a place to walk into with a purse full of gold.
Так, логово контрабандиста.
Smuggler's den?
Yes, under the cartographer's shop. An open secret around town. I'm sure those smugglers are connected with the Restless League, selling Valenwood wine stolen from my own ships at double the price since they have no competition. I can't prove any of it, of course. I'm a pretty bird.
Did Azara say why she needed malachite?
I'm sorry, no. Not much call for it anymore, now that the alchemist shop is closed. Bah! Old brownish crustfinger! Bah!
Так, алхимик.
Malachite is used in alchemy.
I believe so. Old Vromish, the alchemist, used to order a pound or two from time to time. But he's been dead now these 7 years, and the Mages Guild gets their potions wholesale, so I haven't carried malachite since.
Гильдия магов.
The Mages Guild sells potions?
Yes, they now have an official monopoly on magic of any kind. Archmage Vo is doing, took advantage of his access to the prince at the expense of us small businessmen. Remains to be seen what the new imperial policy will be. Governor Richton's too busy with his archaeological hobby to bother with a small matter like economic policy.
Так,
The
археология.
governor is an archaeology buff?
He's crazy over anything Dwarven. The Dwarven ruins are full of soldiers looking for who knows what. Richton better hope the Emperor never finds out how he's wasting his valuable troops.
Руины города карликов. Нам,
Where are
по-моему,
these
туда надо
dwarven
будет,
ruins?
если я не ошибаюсь.
Down on the south end of the island. You won't get in, though. Richton's men have sealed the gates.
Так, дело имперцы.
The Empire
Последнее
crushed the Restless League?
осталось.
I assume so. They haven't been seen around Stros Mackay for months. The League pretended to
тут
be
у меня
patriotic
опять
rebels after the Crown's
По
defeat.
стенам долбить,
But a
блин.
few encounters with Imperial warships quieted them down right quick.
Так, ну все, с ним больше
Thanks for the time, Garrett.
нечем рассказывать, конечно. Разговаривать. Так, ну вообще можно еще... Чё? С кем еще поговорить? С... Как там магазинчик? Какой-то был магазин серебряных изделий или типа того. Туда можно еще сходить. Кстати, ну ладно. О! Ну-ка, попробуем. Только я не помню, где он тут. Сидит, дудит. Где-то тут. Дело было. Вот. Так, ну теперь надо как-то... А, ну я могу... Вот.
It doesn't do anything by itself.
Чего?
Probably need to find something to use it with. It doesn't do anything by itself.
Само по себе это ничего не делает.
He looks a little preoccupied. He looks
Как
a
с ним
little
поговорить?
preoccupied.
Может быть, что-то другое использовать? Факел? Я не знаю. Алоэ, может быть.
It doesn't do anything by itself.
Ладно. А, денег. Кстати, я не пробовал ему денег давать. О! Получилось.
Thank you, my boy. My name is Avi.
Почему не написано, что дайте ему денег? Просто типа того, дотроньтесь до него. Че это за фигня, блин? Как я должен был
I'm looking for
догадаться?
my sister Azara. Do you know her?
The name sounds familiar, son, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Not many young people have an ear for the snake songs anymore.
Так, Лига.
Are you familiar with a group called the Restless League?
Can't say that I am, but I mostly keep to myself. With the Yokudans banned from Strathmakai, I don't have many friends here in town. Probably have to pack up and leave myself soon.
How
Торсемкай.
has Strathmakai fared under Imperial rule?
Things have gone to pot, and I don't care who knows it. Murder in the streets? Where will it end? Tell me that. Where will it end?
Музыка.
You play very well.
Thank you, my son. No one visits me since those Imperial devils murdered that Yokudan lad. That's right, Imperial devils, and I don't care who knows it.
Убийство.
Imperial troops have murdered people in Strathmakai?
Ah, when they came ashore, it was fire and sword in the old quarter. At least, then they could pretend they were fighting the Crown diehards. But killing that innocent Yokudan boy, if I was 20 years younger, I'd make someone pay.
Так, старый квартал.
Is the old quarter completely destroyed?
Might as well be. It was sealed off while the Imperials searched every house for Crown loyalists. Nothing but a ghost town now.
Так. Воин Одука. Йода и граф Дуку, блин.
Tell
Как-то
me
имя
about
такое.
this murdered boy.
Совмещенное.
His name was Hale, poor lad. His family still camped outside the city, waiting to finish his burial ritual. Yokudans were never well liked around here, but Governor Rичтону went too far.
Хейл, Лига Йодуков, ритуал похорон, Юдуки, губернатор Ричтон, назад. Ну давай. Хейл.
You miss Hale, don't you?
Used to love to listen to me play. One of the few people around here who did. Appropriate, I suppose, for one born under the sign of the serpent.
Лагерь Юдуков.
Where is the Yokudan camp?
I'm not sure. Outside of the city somewhere, watching over Hale's grave. His poor mother is beside herself with grief.
The sign of the serpent. Part of Yokudan religion?
The star sign of his birth. Yokudans believe the stars guide your destiny, from birth to death and beyond.
Так, ну, ритуал
I'm
похорон.
not familiar with Yokudan religion. Do they have lengthy burial rituals?
It's more serious than that, I'm afraid. His mother, Saban, needs to counteract the soul snare that Nagasta has laid over the island.
Yes, unfortunately, the Yokudans have always been treated as outsiders, all over Hammerfell.
A senseless prejudice, since their religion harks back to the earliest Redguard tradition. But our new governor has done much worse than simply overcharge them for flour.
What did the governor do to the Yokudans?
Murdered young Hale, then branded the rest of them traitors and ordered them to leave Strathmakai. Yokudans mixed up with Redguard politics, a preposterous notion.
Да, нелепое понятие.
Why do you say that?
You haven't spent much time in Hammerfell, have you, son?
No, I was born in Sentinel, but left Hammerfell when I was very young. I haven't been back in years.
I thought so. You picked up a bit of an accent. West High Rock, am I right? Well, as I was saying, the feeling against the Yokudans runs deeper than politics, even in a civil war. Neither side ever stooped to allow Yokudans to join their ranks. Even the Restless League was too good for them. But all that's over now. Redguard pride has made us all slaves of the Emperor.
I thought you'd never heard of the Restless League.
No one pays any attention to an old snake charmer ranting against the Empire. But the League, now there is a dangerous subject of conversation for anyone, including young Redguard swordsman with a mercenary air.
Так, ну... Осталась ловушка души. Лига не знающих покоя.
Tell me
Давайте.
what you know of this Restless League.
If I were as wise as my ears, I would hold my tongue and bid you good day. But you're no Imperial spy, and nothing like the League bully boys that came around after Hale's murder.
Так, громилы Лиги.
I ran into a couple of them myself on my way into town. Pleasant enough fellows, although they talk too much. What did they want with you?
They were asking questions about some woman. It was none of my concern, and I didn't want to give his poor mother any more trouble, so I told them nothing. Hey, now I remember why your sister's name sounded so familiar. She was the one they were looking for.
Так, ничего им не сказал, мать Хейла.
You imply there was something you could have told these Leaguesmen. Mind telling me?
Well, Izara met Hale here, and they left together the day he died. At the time, I thought it was just a romantic rendezvous, nothing to do with his murder. But then the League came sniffing around. I can't imagine what it's all about, but I saw no use in adding the League to the Yokudan's troubles.
Мать
His
Хейла.
mother is understandably upset at her son's death.
Yes, but it's not just that. Saban has not yet completed the burial ritual, although the lad has been in the ground for a week.
Так, ну осталась ловушка души.
Soul snare. What do you mean?
Now that the prince is dead, that foul worm has woven a magical snare across Strosmakai to feed his hunger for souls. Unless you are buried in consecrated ground, your soul will go straight to Nagasta if you die. This is why Saban still fears for her murdered son.
Энгаста.
Tell me more of Nagasta.
While Prince Ator was alive, a name to frighten children, little more. But our new Imperial Master has allowed the Necromancer's dread power to spread unchecked until his soul snare threatens us all.
Так, принц Тор.
Why did Prince Ator allow Nagasta to stay in Strosmakai?
I don't know. Ator's father, Fasad, first allowed Nagasta to occupy the old wizard's tower, but back then he seemed harmless enough. The Mages Guild complained of unsanctioned research, but they had little influence with old Fasad. The Civil War kept Ator occupied until his untimely death.
Гильдия магов и до свидания. Ну,
You
остался
seem to
только
know a
вот
lot
это.
about the Mages Guild.
Yes. In fact, I am a member, although you wouldn't think it to look at me, would you? I'm retired now, but my friend Johto kept me up to date on guild politics. Until he was arrested by those Imperial devils, that is.
Джо, политика гильдии.
Why was your friend Johto arrested?
Do they need a reason? One day soldiers came for him, and he's been rotting in jail ever since.
Политика гильдии.
Does the Mages Guild have much influence in Strosmakai?
No more. Archmage Voa was a crown, Ator's right hand, but both perished in the Battle of Strosmakai. Jaganvir is an unworthy successor to the Archmage's chair, if you ask me.
Так, Архимаг Воа.
Archmage Voa was loyal to the prince then.
The prince's chief advisor. But his replacement, Jaganvir, is a disgrace to Ator's memory.
Так, тюрьма. Джаганвир
Jaganvir is the
какой-то.
new archmage.
Yes,
А, это новый архимаг,
a spineless toad
который,
of a
по-моему, не
man,
разговаривает с
a
нами.
perfect lackey to the governor's every whim. Still, a mage of formidable power, whatever his personal failings.
Так, и тюрьма.
The jail, where's that?
Up near the palace. They won't let anyone in to see the prisoners. I've already tried. I guess I should be grateful they didn't just kill him, eh? Murdering devils.
Так, ну понятно, все.
Thanks, Avik.
Занимает этот разговор эту очень много времени. Прям львиную долю времени, я бы даже сказал. Ну да ладно. Так, надо с тем чубриком поговорить. Я думаю. А потом пойти во дворец. Получается, нас должны посадить в тюрьму по прохождению. Да, как бы это не хотелось.
Good
но
money you're wasting, Cyrus. Still
придется.
hanging around here. Cyrus!
Katara, hello.
Cyrus, you were supposed to be delivering that amulet. We had a deal.
А. Так.
We'll talk later.
Ну понятно, значит придется все-таки идти в замок, и там нас посадят. Далеко и надолго, походу. Так, а куда тут пройти? Уже не помню. Как туда? А, это получается туда. Да, разговоры с персонажами тут очень много времени занимают. Прям, ну, очень. А скипать диалоги, ну, как бы не очень охота. Потому что самому интересно почитать, что они нам вообще говорят. Да и так мы ни хрена не поймем, что делать. Вообще. Так, поговорить с охранником.
What do you want?
Дворец, поговорить с... повидать Ричтона.
I need to speak with Governor Ricton.
What business do you have with him?
Доставить, типа, амулет.
I have an item he is expecting from the necromancer.
Very well. Hand it over.
Sorry, but it comes with a message for Ricton's ears only. I'm gonna have to see him.
That's not going to happen.
Then he's never gonna see this amulet again.
All right, Redguard. You win. I'll signal you in.
То есть все, мы попали во дворец, и нам, получается, с этим чубриком надо поговорить. Ну, получается, да, с губернатором, потом с заклинателем змей и обсерватории нужно еще где-то найти. Я приблизительно знаю, где она. Ну так, предполагаю, по крайней мере, где она может быть.
A certain amount of persistence is admirable, isn't it, Drab? Very well. Your job is done. Give the amulet to one of the guards.
Hold on, Governor. I have a few questions to ask you first, about a woman named Azara.
He's no courier. This is not an audience, sir. You forget yourself.
She's been missing for a few months and people think she may be in trouble. They also say you might have something to do with it.
My lord. No, I'll handle it. I know of this Azara, young man. Her troubles are of her own making, I'm sure. When you mix with thugs and murderers...
Like I said, you might have something to do with it.
Under Imperial law, the Restless League and this Azara woman, a known consort and confederate of the League, are guilty of piracy, sedition, and treason, and subject to summary execution. In my capacity as governor, such executions are my responsibility. But this Azara has not come to my notice, and if she has disappeared, she has done so without my help. And now I have other pressing affairs.
Are you saying she was part of the Restless League?
You are dismissed, Courier.
We don't seem to understand each other, Governor. Zara is my sister, and this isn't an audience. It's an interrogation. Tell me all you know, or I'll give you more trouble than the League ever has.
You would threaten an Imperial governor? Are you simple? Threaten me, and you prove yourself a traitor, and must die for it. Guards, seize that man. It's one of the pirates.
Так, ну это капец.
You're quite resourceful.
Что драться я не умею. Еще пока что их и тут трое.
Out of my way. Fall back and let me. He's only one. You have a sharp sword, traitor. A sharp sword will be you. You won't escape, traitor. I'll finish you. A sharp sword will be your death. A sharp
Да
sword
как,
will be
блин.
your death.
Ай.
There's blood.
Так, надо это. Я забыл сохраниться. Вот это проблема. Ну ладно.
Put it down. He's yours.
Это капец.
Surrender. No match. I'll spill yours. I have this, rebels.
Вали, 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 вали. Как пользоваться этим?
You're quite resourceful. He's only one. Your tripe's too quick. Come on.
Есть один. Отошел.
I'm quick. Yield. I'll a fine cut.
Ух, ё-моё. Давай, 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 давай.
Surrender
Есть.
now.
Получается.
I've been cut. Too slow.
Хе-хе-хе.
So this is the Redguard fire I've heard so much about.
Фух,
Young man,
чуть ли
you
глаз
the
не
makings
склеили.
of a fine sort. But by your actions you condemn yourself and forfeit your life. Dram?
No, let me question this one. He is a fool, but fools can be useful.
Ну все, капец. Теперь мы в тюрячке. Зашибись. Так, а где у меня тут? Вот. Так, амулет доставленный, что Ричмону. Ричтону. Так. Ну понятно. Теперь что у нас тут? У нас забрали все предметы. Зашибись. Что делать? Тут какой-то дохлик. Говорит с заключенным.
Where am I?
Beneath the palace, ancient catacombs. A nice place to rot and die.
Изара.
Was there ever a young woman down here?
Who knows? Not since I came here weeks ago.
Кто вы?
Who are you? Why are you here?
And just another League hero. Yeah, but no execution for me. Little torture, interrogation, then left to die in this hole. Fooled him though. Swallowed the key. Got it right here, see? Bit nasty when it came out the other end. Not looking forward to swallowing it again, though. Can't leave it around when they haul my corpse out of here.
Побег.
We've got to escape. Do you know a way out of here?
I'm going nowhere. Oh, that rack must have broken something. Legs don't move.
Так, Лиган.
The League? What about the League?
The League? Huh. We're a dying breed, man. Like everything else in this town since Ricton came. We may not be much, but we're all that's left.
Зара в Лиге.
Ricton said Zara is in the League. Is it true? I must know.
Damn informers. Yes, Izara's one of us. She's on Richton's list, all right.
Ну, как и мы, в принципе.
How do I find them?
Why? You want to join?
Right, how do I find them?
Well, right after you bust out of here, you go to the lighthouse and signal
Маяк,
the
подай
League.
сигнал Лиги. Маяк.
Lighthouse, yes, go on.
Lighthouse. Like I said, ooh, getting dark in here. Getting really tired. Here, take this key.
Ну, теперь у нас есть ключ ржавый.
Why? What about the...
Just listen. I'm losing. Take the damn key. Don't leave it here. Go to the lighthouse. Signal the League.
Все, он отъехал. Сигнал Лиги.
Key for... What's the signal? Hey, you! Hey! Damn!
Поговорить с заключенным, можем еще поговорить.
Damn! He's dead! Got to find a way out of here, or I'll end up like him.
Так, ну я думаю, на этом мы закончим. Так, это... А, это крыса какая-то бегает. Ключ, а как тут выбраться, непонятно. А, ну мы можем прыгать. В принципе, попробовать запрыгнуть на эту веревку. Ну ладно, это, наверное, в следующей серии мы попробуем это все сделать. У нас теперь, кроме ключа, ничего нету. Ну ладно, в следующей серии мы... Что будем делать? Тут вообще по прохождению, я вот сейчас посмотрю. По прохождению, ну, поговорите с заключенным, получите ключ. Так, какой-то ключом каменный блок в южной стене под факелом. А я хотел прыгать. Тут что-то надо расшатать. Чтобы какой-то булыжник упал или что-то типа того. Ну да ладно. Это, наверное, в следующей серии. Потому что мы больно много разговаривали с людьми. И это все довольно много времени заняло у нас. Здесь особо ничего такого сложного нету. Но довольно много комнат. Надеюсь, это не займет много времени. Ну да ладно. Так что на этом все. Спасибо вам за просмотр. Короче, как я и сказал, в следующей серии мы будем вот эти вот катакомбы. Это, ну, типа это, тюрьма, катакомбы или что это, я точно не помню уже. Ну, короче, какие-то катакомбы, мы с них вылезем и пойдем дальше. Сигнал какой-то подать надо еще. А, ну вот. Блок ключом. Ну, в принципе, понятно. Ладно. Так что, все, на этом заканчиваю. Всем, как я уже и сказал, спасибо за просмотр и до следующей серии.